I've been making videos for as long as you, but I never really thought why I was doing it. I just sort of did it. And a part of the reason why I think I was doing it is that you put out what you want to see in the world. And as I've said like 10 times now, the reason why critiques of your artistic work hurt so much is because it's you in your work. So it's essentially a personal attack. And the other reason why I think people do this is not necessarily to become famous, but to become immortal. And more than I think people would admit, I think a lot of people would wish to live forever. As horrifying as that is, I think more people than who would care to admit to it would wish for that. And in a way, you and I, at least right now, are now immortal because we have this immortal digital presence recorded thing right here, right now, until the next solar flare goes off. So in your 2009 video, Leighton Way and Pandy Fackler-esque collaboration interview, brackets, part 1 of 4 end brackets, you said that you were an attention seeker and that stemmed from a fear of being forgotten. And what do you think it is about, what really is the point and the end goal of chasing this kind of digital fame where you do actually become immortal?
I don't know. I mean, you could go back to cliches like Andy Warhol's "Everybody Wants 15 Minutes of Fame" and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm just repeating myself. I feel like I wanted to discuss things that I was thinking about and wrestling with in my own head, and I was wanting to try and see if I could do that better than some of the videos I saw online. And B, yeah, I think on some level I wanted to get some validation. I wanted to get people looking at my videos and my opinions and saying, "Good job, Jacob." I don't know if it's much more, complicated than that. I don't know if they think it has to be. It's pretty simple. I just I think everybody on some level, apart from perhaps the most misanthropic of individuals, likes to make connections with people, likes to sort of meet new people and make those kind of links, and maybe doing it digitally, maybe doing it online. There's a sort of like you say, immortality to it. I'm ultimately also very much in control of it. I still have access to these channels, and I can do what I want with them. I can upload more. I can private more. I guess it is literally just sort of an extension of my of the self, really, that's been ported into the digital world and can't really be erased unless I say it does. And even then, very possibly not at that point either.
It's probably going to outlive you, and people become immortal by being by being remembered. And when you die, you physically die, but you actually die when someone remembers you for the last time, and then you're actually dead.
Yep. But this is the thing. I used to work for a educational edutainment YouTube channel called 101 Facts. I don't know if you've heard of it. And if you don't know, for listeners who don't know, it's essentially a YouTube channel where people where we upload a video every week, or we would upload a video every week on a particular given topic. It was mostly media related, so films, TV, video games, stuff like that. But also history and time periods and concepts more generally. And I was a researcher on that for that YouTube channel. That was my job. That paid the bills for a while. And one of the things that always really fascinated me was the tiny little minutiae of stories that you would find in amongst all these bigger sort of concepts and subjects that we were trying to talk about. And realizing that I was somebody in this century, in this year, in this time, looking back on stories that other people had experienced, and knowing that for the most part, no one really else knows about this story, and that I'm one of the few people who actually knows about a particular tale that happened, an interaction between people. That's a really interesting concept to me. And I think, honestly, this is getting a little bit deeper into my psyche. I think that kind of comforts me. I think knowing that there is at least the possibility that someday in the very distant future when I'm dead and gone, there'll still be somebody who will be able to engage with my thoughts and my ideas and my theories. Just maybe that keeps me alive. And as long as there's sort of like some distant, tiny fragment of me left, even in digital form, maybe that's living forever. Maybe that's ultimately, maybe that's the whole origin of everything I do online up to this point. It's just making sure that I'm never truly, truly forgotten. I think, yeah, that's true. Now I think back on it, yeah, like answer from that video you referenced. Yeah, I think that's as true today as it was when I said it.